Why is it so important to protect your sphere of influence as a real estate professional? Well, we're gonna talk about that here in today's video, and I wanna read something to you really quick because right now, during the filming of this video, it's at the end of October. My wife got me this shirt. I'm wanting to be in the spirit of fall, so that's hence why I'm wearing the brown tone. But I wanna read this to you really quick, and we'll get into this video as we have some different ways for you to be able to reach out to your sphere of influence, and then specifically, not just reaching out to your sphere of influence in today's video subject matter, we really wanna talk about what does it look like as far as the message that you're giving your sphere of influence when you do reach out to them. So let me go ahead and read this out to you really quick. It's funny, I actually typed this into Google and then this is what I found, and a little cliff note. If you go on Google and you do search on various subject matters, you can utilize Google Trends as well. You can be able to find out what is ranking the highest on Google. Don't reinvent the wheel. Just go off of whatever is already there and build off that momentum, because potentially you might find yourself on number 1 or 2 page of Google, especially when it comes to video, because video is video, right? And it's not like paid advertisements around, say, a website or a blog and so on and so forth. Video search is going to be ranked based off the video content and the way that you do your heading, your title, your thumbnail, your copy, your meta text, and so on and so forth. But I digress. Let me go ahead and read this to you really quick, and then get into the meat and potatoes of the ways that you can reach out to your sphere of influence and the messaging specifically that you want to use when reaching out to your sphere of influence. So when someone knows you, they're more likely to reach out to you with any type of questions that they have about real estate. Thus, when you build a social connection, it's going to be extremely important to stay on top of that relationship and keeping it alive with your sphere of influence. I actually have a quick story for you really quick. I have an agent who's over in the Bay Area of California where Liftoff Agent was founded. My wife, my daughter, and I actually moved here to Gilbert, Arizona, and this individual says, I just don't like reaching out to my sphere of influence. I don't like picking up the calls, sending out emails, reaching out to that person. I'm just like, what? Your sphere of influence is someone that you already know, like, and trust, or they at least know, like, and trust you. I would hope it's a mutual symbiotic relationship. So why would you not stay in contact with them, right? So you right now, are you someone that stays on top of your sphere of influence? Are you building that sphere of influence, or do you already have a system, right? Because at the end of the day, comment below with what you're currently doing with your sphere of influence if you're watching this video and you have one and you have a systematic approach. And then I'm gonna go over this list of ways to reach out to your sphere of influence, and more importantly, the messaging that you want to give this individuals. So welcome, my name is Norman Lloyd Kinsey III, the CEO and co-founder here at Liftoff Agent. We're a marketing and positioning agency for residential real estate professionals. Help them out with a no obligation strategy session, a deep dive into their brand, their messaging behind their brand and website and social media, and how focused and deliberate are they to help market to the ideal buyer they want to work with, or seller they want to work with, or area specifically they want to work with in their local community, right? Passively prospecting and marketing is a great way to be able to advertise and to market your business. Utilizing YouTube is exactly what we're doing to be able to passively market currently. And I filmed all these videos right before my vacation, and I always tell our clients, hey, film your videos in bulk. So if you're thinking about getting on YouTube doing the same thing, film in bulk so you're 10 steps ahead. And that's what I did right before I left for Korea. By the time you're watching this video, I'm probably in Korea right now with my team. Went to Korea, then the Philippines, but let's get back into the video. Just want to give you a little side cliff note there. So make this a little bit more personable at the end of the day, right? We're humans. Okay, so what form of content could you reach out to? What ways could you be reaching out to your sphere of influence? And I have a list here of ways that you could reach out to them, and then we'll get into the next things to think about when reaching out to your sphere of influence, to hold them dear and near, especially during these times and any time, so that way you can make sure that you be able to protect them at the end of the day, because influence is real. You work really hard to be able to build a sphere of influence, so you gotta make sure that you stay on top of those connections, those relationships, and what have you. So you can reach out to them by making a phone call, asking them how things are going on their end, definitely like a birthday phone call, so on and so forth. You can also send out a text blast, right? Text blast with some updates in regards to your email newsletter or a blog on your website or a new YouTube video that you posted. The next way is you can send out an email marketing campaign, which ties into the text message, which ties into the phone calls. You can actually do ringless ringless voicemails, which is really cool, where you can actually have a voicemail go directly into the voicemail box. It rings once and then goes directly as leaves a message, almost like they missed the call, but they didn't. And it's a way for you to mass call and leave voicemails to your whole database. You can make social media posts, right? And make sure that you're following and connecting with every single person on your sphere of influence. You can also do client appreciation parties, right? Once a year for the holiday season, whether you're giving away pies or whatever the case may be. You can also do direct mailers, and you can also do YouTube videos. So there's 7 different ways to reach out to your sphere of influence. Now, what's more important than just reaching out to them is the message. Like, what are you saying to these individuals that's gonna add value so you can be able to potentially earn their future business, maybe get a referral coming in, and so on and so forth. So when you think about this, I want you to think about your messaging being around a couple different factors. You know your sphere of influence better than anybody else. You know if they're primarily first-time home buyers. If you're new in the business, they are. You know if there's someone that wants to potentially buy their second home. So you've a little bit more seasoned, 5 to 6 years and 7, 8 years in the business. You help people, your sphere of influence, buy their first home. Now they want to buy their second home. You know also their age demographic. So if it's someone that's maybe owned their home for 30 years, now they want to downsize. And right now at the low inventory, high interest rates, how does that impact that individual? So the time of this video filming is actually going to be the 23rd of October of 2023. And right now we're at an 8% interest rate with low inventory. So if someone wants to sell their home, how does that impact them, right? Because at the end of the day, there's a book called The 7 Triggers to Yes, which states that if you do something for someone else and you're not expecting anything in return, you just want to serve, you want to support, you want to help, you just want to be there for that person, and they're going to feel more likely to want to give back to you. So there's a couple of different things here to think about. One, you want to keep your sphere of influence close and protect them because you already built those relationships and you want to keep those relationships live. Why? Because repeat business, referral business, and opportunities that you haven't foreseen yet, right? The second thing is you really want to think about how do you reach out to them. Those are the different ways. You can go back to this video, and I hope you've already taken notes or just watch that part of the 7 different ways to reach out to your sphere of influence to keep top of mind. And last but not least, when you're reaching out to your sphere of influence, the messaging, making sure that's going to be pertinent information of something that they want to be able to receive from you that's going to help them bar none. One big final way, because you've stayed to the end of this video, that I would recommend that you add value to your sphere of influence as far as things that you could do value-wise is create a YouTube channel and talk about the farmers market, talk about the events that happen in your local community, talk about the top restaurants, interview those top restaurant owners, chief of police, your mayor, building committees, what's going on as far as in your specific and local community to keep your sphere of influence top of mind and keep adding additional value to your sphere. Doesn't matter what age they are, doesn't matter what cycle they are buying and selling a home, you're just there to add value, and then you can have like some content specifically for the buyer type or seller type, and majority of your content could just be content around the area and things to do and being a resource, and then that ties into the 7 Triggers to Yes. I would highly recommend that you read that book, and then from there potentially there could be repeat business and potential referrals. So if that was helpful, and if you already have a sphere of influence and there's some things that you're doing, I would like to know in the comments below, what are you currently doing? We're building a community here. A lot of our clients at Liftoff Agent watches these videos, plus we have other people watching these videos that we don't even know, and we want to make sure that we add additional value, hence Liftoff Agent. Let's all lift off, let's all win, let's all serve, let's all support each other. So thanks so much for going all the way to the end. Please subscribe to the channel, it'd be very helpful. Hit the notification bell, you'll be notified for videos coming out on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And we hope this was helpful. Thank you so much, God bless, and hope this was something that you could literally implement today. We'll see you in the next one.